Hello, friends. It is another Sunday night stream here to get some stuff done. I don't know what I was going to say. I had a sentence, and then as soon as I started speaking, it was gone. Well, it'll come back to me if it's important, I guess. This evening, I am going to just be doing my bullet journal stuff, and then I will be reading for the rest of the sprints. I'm currently reading, and by currently reading, I mean I started it today, The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. This is book 4 in the Heroes of Olympus series. I'm continuing my reread so I can get to the recent releases, the new Percy books, because they take place after the Heroes of Olympus. So I have this one and then the next one. And then I get to new Rick Riordan stuff that I haven't read. So that's real exciting. I am how many pages in? 64. So not very much considering this is 583 pages long. So I've got like 520 pages to go. That's so many. Wow. But I'm hoping to knock out a quick chunk because Rick Riordan's books do read really fast for me, especially because this is a reread. I haven't read it a ton of times, but I've read this like at least 2 times before, so I'm excited to keep going with that. But first, I have to do my bullet journal stuff. I get to pull a new tarot card for the week. That's exciting. Hopefully, it's a good one. I've been pulling some weird cards lately, so we will just have to wait and see what I get. We are going to do the usual 3 B timers because we've been doing that for a while now, and I just really like those the 44 sprints. So it's like almost a 45, but not quite. I do have that ready to go. Apparently I have the hiccups, excuse me. I have the timer ready to go, and since there's no one commenting, I guess I can just get that started. So maybe it's just because it's early in the stream and people will show up during the sprint, but I'm gonna get this going, and we'll be back after these bees. I didn't realize that the stream wasn't muted. Or the timer. That's the word. I usually have that muted, but I guess not anymore. Let me know if you heard that, because I'm not sure if it goes through or not. I've never actually played it with the sound on before. I see we did have several friends join us. We got Shannon, who's working on her audiobook and says, I like it okay. It's more exciting when it's done. And we also had Alora, who says, I made it back to Toronto. I have a week and a half to move all my stuff out and ship it. And we also had Crystal, who was lying down. I'm also glad you didn't miss the stream. Apparently it was silent for you guys. Then how do you make it play through StreamYard? Because I usually have YouTube muted so it doesn't play through, and I just forgot to mute it this time. But how would you get it so that it can play through? And Shannon finished one chapter. Nice. I did my bullet journaling for the week, or for the day, and then pulled my tarot card for this next week and made my to-do list and everything. And then I picked up a book, so I'm reading The House of Hades, and I got to page 87, so I read like 20 pages in that sprint. There's a button in StreamYard you can mute the audio. But how do I unmute it? Because you guys said you didn't hear it. Had this problem at the beginning with StreamYard. I can't remember how I fixed it because it was a while ago, like 3 years now. Yeah. I don't know why I've always muted it. That's just how I've always done it, but like, I don't know, the sound at the end's pretty cute, so if I can play it. It's just never something I wanted to fiddle with, I guess. And Laura says I need to catch up on journaling. I just got. So last week I went to IKEA with my boyfriend because he said they put all their Christmas stuff out, so we went to go look at the Christmas stuff. But then today I went to IKEA again, and it was me, my boyfriend, and also my best friend and her fiance, because the two of them had never been to an IKEA, so we were just like hanging out and doing stuff. And so I got 2 file organizers. Oh, I shouldn't lift this, it's very heavy. One of these things. I got 2 of them for my various journals because I have 9 journals / notebooks that I keep on my desk because I use them regularly, so that's a lot. I have my brainstorming notebook where I do like writing, figuring out stuff. I have my regular bullet journal. I have my 5-year journal where every day I write down just a sentence about how the day was, and there's a spot for every day for 5 years. And I have my reading journal. I have my catch-all notebook, which is where I put stuff. If I have something to write down that like doesn't go in a specific place, it's just something I need for like a quick reference for a little thing. Like if I'm reorganizing my bookshelves and I like have a specific idea of how I want to do it, I'll put it in my tiny little spiral notebook, that sort of thing. Or if I have like a checklist of things I want to prepare for a video, stuff like that. I have my D&D notebook that is woefully out of date. I have like 10 episodes, I think, that I have to rewatch of the Blank Page Tavern to write about because I gave up a while ago and just never got back up to date with it. I have my tarot journal, I have my definitions journal, and I have my weekly journal that I haven't actually touched in like a month or 2. So hopefully in the new year I can get back to that. But they all have a very specific purpose. It's not like I just have a bunch of random notebooks on my desk. Like I am using all of these notebooks for things, and they all have like a different purpose. So like they're useful for me. I just have so many. And then I don't know if you can see down here, this bottom cube. is full of all of my other notebooks. Some of them are a little bit used, but most of them I have not used at all. So maybe one day I'll find a purpose for all of my notebooks. And let's see. Shannon says I have too many notebooks with lots of empty pages. Yeah. I was too depressed to journal from the election results. Now I'm in a better headspace. That is very fair. I feel that greatly. And all we can do is keep going. So that is what we must. Mine were supposed to all have different purposes, that I mixed up 3 of them, so I just keep all 3 next to me. Understandable. Let me swipe this back to the beginning so that that's ready to go whenever. No, don't start playing yet. Hello? I also got some other stuff from IKEA. I got this, which you can see the little picture on the box. They're little paper houses, and it's like an advent calendar thing because there's 25 of them. And I think that's going to be cute. I still have to put away my Halloween decorations. I have my gargoyles up here, and I have got my little lace cobweb spiderweb runner that I'm going to put away. And when I do put them away, I'm going to put up this, probably like tape it across one of my bookshelves because I think that would be very cute. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? I also got a little rolly wheel cart because even though TBR carts were a thing years and years and years ago, I'm finally going to be doing that. I'll put all my TBR books on that cart. And then right now they're all on this bottom shelf of my big bookcase. But I think taking them off the bookcase completely would be nice, and then I can move some stuff around. So just kind of rearrange the office a little bit, not like the big pieces, but like little things here and there. So that's my IKEA haul. I'm gonna try and build the cart myself tomorrow, and if I can't do it, my boyfriend's gonna have to help me. But I'll try it on my own first. I fired my work bestie, and then I stayed up till 1 a.m. with Katie on Friday, and then slept for like a day and a half. Understandable. Katie's stream was so fun, though. If y'all weren't at Katie's late night stream over on the Troublemakers channel, maybe check it out. I'm not going to say definitely everyone check it out, because we had some interesting conversations, but it was like a sleepover vibes. It was real fun, but also questionable. Elisa says go watch it. Yeah. Oh wow. Woke up a few hours ago, and it was in fact a banger of a stream. Shannon says, I'm not a late night person. I die with the sun. I am usually in bed. Like, I start to get ready for bed at like 9, and then I'll read for a little bit until my boyfriend comes to bed, because he doesn't come to bed till later, but I give myself like a nice hour of alone time reading in bed, because it just is a nice way to wind down for the night, and then when he is ready, we'll go to sleep. But the other day when Katie was streaming, he was on a bike ride, because he does, he's part of like this bike riding group in our neighborhood. There's actually like several now that he is a part of, but it was a late night bike ride, and he wasn't getting home. He got home at like 1:30, 1:40ish. And like I knew he was going to be out late, and then I saw Katie Ann was going to be streaming from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go to bed while he's still out. Like I feel better waiting until he comes home. So I was like, cool, I'll hang out with everybody, and it was a time. But yeah, if you're into weird stuff, then go and watch it. Shannon's usually in bed by 8:30. I'm already yawning. It's almost 6 here. What time do you wake up in the morning? Because if you like wake up early, I understand also going to bed early. Like I said, I usually like 9ish, I'll get in bed, but I'm not usually like trying to sleep until 10. And then I usually don't fall asleep until like 11 because it just takes a long time for me to fall asleep. But then I get out of bed usually like 7:30ish. So oh, see, yeah, waking up between 4 and 5 a.m. I understand going to bed at 8:30. Um, yeah, I don't think I'm a night person or a morning person. I am like very much in the middle where like I can do stuff at night and I can do stuff in the morning, but I prefer not to. I like get to bed pretty normal. Like I feel like going to bed from like 10 to 7 is a fairly average time. You know? I don't get up super early, I don't go to bed super late. I used to be very much a morning person in high school. I would get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock because I lived in a very small house and there were well, when I was in high school, there was only four of us because my older siblings moved out. But at one point in time, there were six of us living there and only one bathroom. So you had to make sure you got a shower if you needed one. So I would get up before everyone else got out of bed so that I could shower. And then I would just vibe for several hours before going to school. But alas, those days are long behind me. We have a Wendy. Hello. Alarm goes off at 5:15, but I'm already up. That's fair. My boyfriend's alarm is set for 7, I think. And then he'll get up, feed the cats, take a shower, and then I usually wake up when he's like back in the bedroom getting dressed and everything. Like I don't ever wake up to his alarm. I don't know what his alarm sounds like. I always sleep right through it, but him like getting ready in the morning. It's not even like he's particularly loud, but like the commotion is what wakes me up at like 7:30ish. And then I go shower and get ready for the day. I miss staying up super late. It's been really hard lately after I kept getting sick. Yeah. I feel like you've been sick several times recently, and that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope that it eases soon. Also, I saw your post about apartment stuff happening tomorrow, and I hope they figure that out quickly. Um, we also have apartment stuff going on, and it is a time. Our freezer broke, and so on Friday, the people came and dropped off a new freezer. But the way our freezer is, it's like wedged into the corner, and the radiator and like some pipes are kind of like blocking it. So I don't know how they got the fridge in there, but the landlord and the property manager and some other guy were supposed to come Friday afternoon after the new fridge got dropped off to take the old one out and put the new one where it's supposed to go. But the property manager is out of state and we don't know when he's coming back. So for now, we just have the broken fridge in the corner, the new fridge in the middle of the room, and like we plugged in the new fridge. We're using the new fridge because we need one with a working freezer, but it's just in the middle of the kitchen. All of our furniture is in the because we have the front entry room, and then the staircase divides that from the living room, and then the kitchen is in the back of the house. So we have all of our furniture pushed away from the wall because when they come to actually take out the fridge, they're going to need to pull it through the whole house. So all of our furniture is kind of just smushed into like a small space. It's a whole thing. I don't know if I actually have any more writing in me today, but I thought I'd come hang. Well, you're always welcome to do that. I'm not writing, I'm reading. I'm hoping to get quite a bit of this read tonight, but we'll see. So yeah, you can come do whatever you want here. In the middle of the room, literally, I'm gonna start the sprint soon because I have to feed the cats. I will take a picture to show you our fridge just in the middle of the room because it's so funny. It's a smaller fridge, which I appreciate. We didn't need the giant fridge that we had, and so it should be easier to get into the corner because it won't like need all of the space that the other one did. But That's not my problem anyway. I'm not the one who's going to be moving stuff around. It's electrical work for the landlord's unit, but we have the breaker, so yeah, it's been so much fun having me since I've been assisting. Can't wait for February because hopefully there will be answers. Best of luck. I also my house that I grew up in, we were on the bottom unit, and so whenever anyone had to come do work on like the boiler or the electrical or anything, even if it was for the upstairs unit, they had to come down to our section. So I feel that. Yeah, it's real annoying, but it also could be worse. We could have not been given a new fridge and just still be stuck with the old one and have to use that. Because the fridge part is fine, we think. The freezer part is definitely broken. But, like, we could have made it work, but, like, at least we now have a working fridge, even if it's not in a great spot. So, Laura's waiting for dinner to arrive. What is dinner? I had a bowl of cereal, and I have half a slice of cake waiting for me in the fridge that I will also get when I go downstairs to feed the cats. So that's gonna be delicious. It's white cake, which isn't my favorite. I like yellow cake with vanilla icing. This is white cake with vanilla icing. So it's like not my favorite, but it's still good. I'm not like a chocolate person, but I like a nice plain cake. I also like funfetti. I will eat a funfetti cake. Strawberry cake is good. Ah, my insides be insiding. I do feel that. And Laura's got naan kebabs, rice, and salads. Nan? I've heard it both ways, and now I don't know what's correct. We're gonna move on. I love a white cake or yellow cake, but I think yellow is better in my opinion. Yeah. It just I don't know how to describe it, but yellow cake just is slightly better. I just can't put into words why. And yeah, that does sound good. Shannon agrees that funfetti is good. Wendy likes lemon cake. I do like a lemon cake with the nice icing drizzle on top. I like the let me list off all the cakes I like impulse. I love that you shared that. Yeah. Listen, man, I like to talk. We all know this. It was buy one get one free, so I have lunch for tomorrow too. Exciting. I love that for you. We went grocery shopping today, so I um got plenty of options to eat for the next several days. Oh, I hear the cats running up and down the hall. I really have to feed them, so I'm going to run through these last couple of comments and then start the timer. You can't have egg yolk in white cake, so I think yellow cake is richer. Yeah, I do think that is the vibe. Richer is a good word. Same though. Got a box of Devil's Food cake I want to make. Guess what? No dairy. No! That's upsetting. I love a vanilla cake, vanilla icing combo. Not a big chocolate cake girly, actually, even though I'm a chocolate girly. I like chocolate as an accent flavor. I don't like chocolate on its own. You know, it's a little much when it's by itself. Also, a red velvet girly. Valid. I like Red Velvet, the K-pop group. Oh, I thought you were saying. Oh, I don't know what goes into making a cake, so I thought you were saying you couldn't have it because it does have dairy. I see. I'm not a baker. We all know this. This is fair. I also really like peanut butter. Yeah. I just can't read. I have no reading comprehension because you did put a little smiley face and I just completely ignored it. Anyway, I am going to start this next timer so that I can appease the tiny little beasts running around my apartment. Rewatching the WWW. I can't find the llama bit. I wasn't there when it happened. Oh, Jess's shirt. That was during Julie's stream. I think it was at the beginning of Julie's stream when they were doing the introductions. Also, I love how you called it the WWW instead of the Storyteller's Hearth. I think that's really funny. But yeah, that was when Julie, Amber, and Jess were streaming together. Glad I could be of assistance. Yeah, I think that was one of the last ones. So I'm going to start the timer, and we'll be back at the end of these bees. I tried to find the button that unmutes the timer, but alas, I could not find it. I fed the cats, I ate my cake, and I took a picture of my kitchen situation to show you guys. So this is what I'm currently dealing with. You can see the fridge over here and the pipes and the radiator that's right under the window, and then the fridge that's just right in the middle of the kitchen. It's so fun. I love it. It's great, guys. It's definitely what I want. Then I read more, and I got to page 124. So we are chugging along. I'm having a great time. I love Rick Riordan, so it's not surprising. This is the third or fourth time I've read this book, probably, but no more than that. I think it might only be the third. I think this is only the second time I'm rereading it, but might be an extra time in there. I don't really know. Crystal says, I've been released from my duties as a cat bed. That should tell you how my sprint went. Lisa ate dinner and then procrastinated. Also got medication tired because I took my pills. Valid. I feel that. Shannon got another chapter done. Nice. Oh my. Yeah, that's an adequate reaction to the situation. And Wendy just effed around. You know what? Fair enough. We have one more sprint that you can actually get stuff done in. Or not. You really don't have to. It's Sunday night. No one expects you to get stuff done on a Sunday night. I'm also listening to music while I read. I have my Spotify day list up, which is currently Quirky Modern Rock Sunday Evening. It says, you listen to noise music and popping on Sundays in the evening. Here's some modern rock, quirky, alternative, feel-good, upbeat, and windows down. Whatever that means. It's got the Wombats and Coin, Bad Sons, Dreamers, Group Love. It's like a lot of really good bands. I just don't know what all of that word vomit means. I'm totally just playing with chatbots. Fair enough. I should have topics to talk about. I never think of them ahead of time. Anyone got any fun plans for the week? What do y'all have going on? What do I have going on this week? Do I have anything? Look at my calendar that's not going to have anything listed, but at least it'll tell me what day things are. Come on. Come on. No, too far. One more page. There we go. This is the week of the 11th to the 17th, and I have absolutely nothing. Not even any birthdays, because the only things that I have written down on my November calendar are some people's birthdays and Thanksgiving. And none of that's happening this week. So hopefully my fridge stuff happens this week, but who knows? I'm doing more video stuff because Vetted is approaching, and I have some videos to film for that. I have done a few, but obviously I want to get the bulk of my videos done ahead of time. So tomorrow I'll be finishing out my weekend vlog, which I know tomorrow is Monday and not technically the weekend, but I want to put together the cart that I bought today for the vlog. So that'll be another video done. And then I think I'm going to start a reading vlog this week. That sounds like a plan, but I have to finish this first. So I want to try and get quite far into this and maybe finish it tomorrow. I don't know. That's a lot of pages. We'll see. I also want to get back into drafting Roll for Romance because I've kind of taken a little bit of break from it. This past week was hard, guys, not gonna lie. Lots of stuff going on. I was feeling pretty slumpy, so I didn't write a lot. And then this weekend, I was like, you know what? I'm intentionally taking time off from this draft. So tomorrow I'm going to jump back in and hope that I can keep going. I'm like a little bit past the halfway mark, so I still have a lot to get done. But this next scene is a fun one, so I think, if anything, that'll be what helps me out getting back into things. Boo, boo, boo. Crystal's got dopamine brat summer Sunday. That's really funny. Wendy's going to New York to see a show. Ooh, what are you seeing? That might be fun. Hoping to get a new phone and start my new yearly challenge. I love that, Lisa. I have been trying to think of things for my 25 things to do in 2025. And I've got a lot of things figured out, but I still have like some open spaces. So if y'all have suggestions, let me know. Some things that I have on there already are like host the next round of May Chaos Reign and host the next round of Vox Machinathon, clear out computer files, and what else is on my list? I have a lot on there. Oh, celebrate my 27th birthday. That's one of them. Uh, go to a concert, go to a museum, like things that I wouldn't do every day, but like doable things, you know? It's not like like I don't want to be like do this much amount of writing or whatever. Like not things like that, just like one-off things, but like slightly larger one-off things than a normal task list, you know? So if you have any, actually, I did have a couple that I wanted to add on here that I didn't earlier in the week. Oh, if I could spell, that'd be great. Okay. So yeah, I have 2 open spots on this 25 and 25. So I got time to figure it out, though. It's still November. Crystal's reading Just Stab Me Now, which, by the way, is so good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Half of my day list is Immortal Masquerade tracks, because duh. Might try and do some shorts with what footage I can salvage of that vlog I want to do. That's fair. I think shorts could be fun. I like that idea. Seeing a performance at 54 Below by an independent theater group. It's called This Should Be on Broadway. That sounds really fun. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I don't want to do though, because it is like a multiple time thing. It's not like a do it and check it off thing. So like I do like those kinds of goals, but that's not what I'm doing here. Cuz then I'll like mess it up in February, and then for the whole year I'll have that thing on my list that I won't be able to check off, you know? Yeah. Those are good goals. I don't like see I have done a lot of goal planning in my life, and I like to try new things for goal planning. And sometimes I'll do like goals with steps to it, like read X amount of books, write X amount of time. Like sometimes I do that. This year, I think I don't want to. I'd want to have like individual ones. Yeah, not the plot for 2025, I feel ya. Or could be on Broadway. I think I mistyped LOL. Either way, that's a really cool title, and I hope it's a good time. Let us know. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. I do have my 25 books to read in 2025, which, spoiler alert, it's not just 25 books because there are series on the list. I did make that list and I filmed that. So that's a video that's going to come up in December. Spoiler alert for Vetted. You guys get the insider details. What other goals have I made for myself? I don't think I've made any other goals for 2025. No, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got going for me. I did make my 2025 vision board, which I shared in the Discord, but I'll show you guys too, just in case. And I'm not going to pull it up on screen because that takes a lot of finagling. I'm just going to show you it on my phone. So I'm really happy with that, but I don't know if I'm going to change my computer background because, well, I might change my computer, like my big computer background. That is currently a collage of stuff for my D&D character, but I might make it this, but I'm not going to change my laptop background because my laptop background is very funny. I will, however, change my phone background, and it looks like this in phone orientation. So it's very cute. I think it fits the like simple, cozy vibe I was going for. So I'm very excited for that. And if you're curious, my laptop background is this art. Oh god, there's a big glare. From a Drawfee video. I can actually find the specific Drawfee video to share with you guys. They were drawing art based on, what is it called? Very specific playlist titles. And the one playlist title was called POV, You're Falling in Love with Someone Who Doesn't Exist, parentheses, Dark Academia. So the one Drawfee member, Karina, drew a picture of this like dark academia thing, and in the middle of it is a portrait of Shadow the Hedgehog, and the caption on it is, Shadow the Hedgehog, he has died and isn't real. And it's just the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I made it my laptop background, and I'm never changing it. Let me Drawfee playlist. Let's see if that works. No, it's just playlist with Drawfee. It's really funny, and I want you guys all to watch this. Illustrating hyper-specific YouTube playlists is what it's called. This came out 6 months ago. This has been my laptop background for 6 months. Share. Copy link. Now we're going to go to my channel and go to streams so I can share it in the thing. Hey, I'm back to 496 subscribers. I was down to 495 yesterday, or the day before, whenever I looked. Come on. Please, please, please load. Please load. That's your homework, guys, is to watch this video, because it's very funny. And if you aren't subscribed to Drawfee, fix that, because they're very funny. They're very good for, like, if you want something on in the background, but, like, don't need something to completely focus on. Elisa's got 30 goals. And Crystal says, Party wants to do Vetted again, but I also struggle with content lately. Yeah, maybe you can take the rest of this year to, like, do content planning and see what ideas and stuff you have, and then you can do another month if it is something that you want to do. Like, I know Katie did VetIf 1 year with video every day in February. You can pick literally any month. It doesn't matter. I just do it in December because there's a lot of like end of the year content, like wrapping up the year and in making plans for the next year that I want to get out in December. So I was like, fine, I'll just do all of it. So that's how I settled on Vetted. I'm assuming this is about my vision board background and not Shadow the Hedgehog. When I got close to 500, my subs went up and down, almost getting there. Yeah, so I track my YouTube. I track all my social media on the 1st and 15th of each month. So I hit 490 on October 15th. So just about a month ago. And in that month, I've been fluctuating. The highest I've gotten was 498, but I've been like bouncing back and forth between 490 and 498 for the past month. I'm like, please, can like just a few more people subscribe to me? I'm so close to 500, and it would be such a cool milestone to hit. And did it again, 1,000 subs, yeah. You can if you would like, but you also don't have to feel pressured to do so. You can share in the Discord, maybe. And yeah, that's why I liked Vetted last year. It's a good time for content. I know a lot of people do this sort of thing, and everyone calls it something different, but a lot of people do like extra videos in December, which is fine by me because I like watching them. And I think we're gonna get started on the last sprint so that we have a few minutes at the end to wrap things up and we can still close out by 9. So I'm going to press the play button on this, and then we'll come back in 44:44 after the bees have done their thing. And that was the end of our final sprint. I got to page 204, so I am making great progress on this. I'm just past the 1/3 mark, because this has, how many pages did I say? 583? So, I'm gonna definitely keep reading this after I end the stream. We got a couple minutes to chat here, and then I'll be ending it so I can vibe for a little bit before bed. I think I'm actually, instead of reading in bed, I'm going to go downstairs because we did rearrange the furniture downstairs a little bit. And I got my pink chair down there. I might go sit and read, hang out with my boyfriend and the cats. Yeah, I just sat here reading the whole time. Crystal says, "Guess who's a cat bed again? It's me!" I love that. And we did lose Shannon to get ready for bed. Very understandable. I will not be staying up much later. I'm gonna maybe try and convince my boyfriend to go to bed a little bit earlier than usual. We'll see how that goes. And then Lisa procrastinated, and then my game broke, and I worked for 6 minutes. Fair. Very fair. Do I have anything to promote? Maybe this week we'll have a Chaos stream. Who knows? Certainly not I. Or any of the other Chaos Queens. We will figure it out. No Crystal stream tomorrow. Crystal did post about that. I guess I'll be here next Sunday. More chat rotting. Wendy served dinner and scrolled Instagram. Nice. Yeah, I'll be here next Sunday. Same time, same place. Maybe even wearing the same sweater, because this is my favorite thing ever. I really feel like there's something else that I'm forgetting, and I genuinely can't think of what it is. Whatever. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been a fun time. I hope you all also had a good time. Well, I feel like the autocorrect also made sense. Yeah. I'm gonna hit all the buttons and get going. So I will see y'all around the internet. Bye!